infinite ocean, black. Vast, infinite black. The universe stretches out endlessly, a boundless expanse of darkness that seems to go on forever. It's a place where time and space lose their meaning, where the only constant is the inky blackness that envelops everything, speckled with the dust of a billion stars. Each star a distant sun, a beacon of light in the vast darkness. These stars, scattered like grains of sand, form intricate patterns and constellations, each telling a story of its own. The cosmic dust clouds, remnants of ancient supernovae, add a mystical touch to this celestial tapestry. Captain Ava Rostova stared out from the bridge of the Helios, her breath catching in her throat. She had always dreamed of this moment, of standing on the edge of the unknown, looking out into the infinite. The reality, however, was far more overwhelming than she'd ever imagined. Earth, a distant blue marble, hung suspended. It was a tiny speck in the vastness of space, a fragile oasis of life in an otherwise barren universe. From this distance, it seemed almost insignificant, a reminder of how small and vulnerable humanity truly is. Years of training, a lifetime of dreaming had led to this, humanity's first manned mission beyond Pluto. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with countless challenges and obstacles, but now, as they ventured into uncharted territory, the true magnitude of their mission began to sink in. Yet the true immensity of space, the crushing weight of the cosmos, stole her breath away. It was a humbling experience to be confronted with the sheer scale of the universe, the stars, the planets, the galaxies. All of it seemed so vast, so incomprehensible. It was a reminder of how small and insignificant we are in the grand scheme of things. Around her, the Helios hummed, a tiny island of life in a sea of stars. The spaceship, with its advanced technology and state-of-the-art systems, was a marvel of human ingenuity. It was a testament to what humanity could achieve when it set its mind to it. But even this technological wonder seemed insignificant in the face of the infinite. Her gaze drifted to the navigation console, to the swirling green nebula that marked their destination. The Kepler 186 system, rumored home to intelligent life. The nebula, with its vibrant colors and intricate patterns, was a sight to behold. It was a beacon of hope, a promise of new discoveries and possibilities. Excitement, a thrilling tremor ran through her. First contact, the possibility of encountering intelligent life, was both exhilarating and terrifying. It was a moment that could change the course of human history, a moment that she had been preparing for her entire life. She gripped the armrest, a silent plea for strength in the face of the unknown. The journey ahead was filled with uncertainties, but she was ready to face them head-on. With a deep breath, she steeled herself for what was to come, determined to make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The space station shimmered, a mirage of light and energy against the nebula's emerald glow. It was a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and the mysteries of the cosmos. The station floated serenely, a beacon of hope and exploration in the vast expanse of space. Docking clamps hissed, pulling the Helios into the station's embrace. The ship's hull vibrated slightly as it settled into place, the mechanical arms securing it with precision. The crew inside felt a sense of relief. They had arrived at their destination after a long journey through the stars. Eva stepped onto the alien platform, gravity returning with a familiar tug. She took a deep breath, feeling the artificial atmosphere fill her lungs. The platform was unlike anything she had seen before, with strange symbols and glowing pathways that hinted at advanced technology. Her heart pounded. She was to meet the system's representative, a being of pure energy, they said. The anticipation was almost unbearable. She had trained for this moment, but nothing could truly prepare her for the unknown. The weight of her mission pressed down on her shoulders. A being of immense power, a ripple of anticipation, of fear washed over her. She had heard stories of Xyla, the enigmatic entity that governed this sector. Its abilities were beyond comprehension, and its intentions were a mystery. She steeled herself, ready to face whatever came next. Then it appeared, a swirling vortex of green light coalescing into a humanoid form. The energy swirled and danced, gradually taking shape until it stood before her, a being of pure luminescence. Its presence was overwhelming, a mix of awe and terror that left her breathless. The air crackled with energy. Its voice, when it spoke, was a symphony of whispers echoing in her mind. Each word resonated with power, filling the space around them. It was as if the very fabric of reality was bending to accommodate its presence. She listened intently, every fibre of her being focused on the entity before her. "Welcome, Captain Rostova, to Kepler 186. I am Zylar." The words hung in the air, a formal greeting that carried the weight of the unknown. Ava nodded, acknowledging the entity. This was the beginning of a new chapter, a diplomatic mission that could change the course of history. She was ready to embrace the challenge, to forge a path forward in this uncharted territory. The diplomatic reception took place in the heart of the station, a vast zero-gravity chamber. Eva, in her sleek spacesuit, drifted towards Zylar. Their eyes met across the void, a connection sparking between them. He moved with a grace she envied, a dance of light and energy. His form flickered, shifting, as if trying to find a shape she could comprehend. She smiled, her own uncertainty fading. "Your form is beautiful," she whispered, her voice echoing through her suit's speakers. He inclined his head, the swirling lights within him pulsing. "Thank you, Captain. Your species is intriguing." Days melted into weeks. Ava and Zylar spent hours in the zero-gravity chamber, sharing stories of their worlds, their hopes, their dreams. He was a scholar, a keeper of history, his knowledge of the galaxy staggering. She, in turn, spoke of Earth, of humanity's struggles and triumphs. A bond grew between them, a fragile bridge across the stars. But a shadow lurked at the edge of their newfound joy. Whispers of dissent among Zylar's people reached her ears. Rumors of a faction that opposed any contact with humans, a faction that saw humanity as a threat. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced her newfound happiness. The air grew heavy with suspicion. Zylar, once open and welcoming, became withdrawn, his energy flickering with worry. His answers to her questions were evasive, his gaze distant. "What's happening, Zylar?" Eva asked, her voice tight with worry. He turned to her, his form flickering erratically. "There are those who disagree with our interactions, Captain Rostova." "Disagree? But why?" She couldn't comprehend the hatred she saw in the eyes of some of the Kepler 186 inhabitants. "They believe," Zylar said, his voice a mournful sigh, "that your kind will only bring destruction." The truth unraveled slowly, painfully. A rogue faction within the Kepler 186 system, fearful of humanity's growing power, planned to sabotage the Helios, to strand them in space, to cut off all contact between their worlds. Ava's blood ran cold. She had come in peace with open arms, and they would repay her with treachery, and worse, they would use Zylar's trust, his openness, against him. She found him in the zero-gravity chamber, his form dim, his energy depleted. "They plan to discredit you, Zylar," she whispered, her heart aching for him. He swayed, his light flickering precariously. "I know." "We have to stop them," Eva said, her voice firm despite the fear twisting in her gut. Zylar turned to her, his light flaring briefly. "It is too dangerous, Eva. They are powerful, not as powerful as we are together." She reached out, her hand meeting the shimmering energy that was his. A jolt, a surge of warmth flowed between them. In that moment she knew she would move mountains, would face down galaxies for him, for them. Their fight was a desperate scramble against time, against fear, against the insidious whispers of doubt that the rogue faction sowed. Ava, utilizing her knowledge of the Helios and the station's systems, worked tirelessly to repair the sabotage. Zylar, drawing on his vast network of allies, rallied those who still believed in peace, in understanding. They fought side by side, their love a beacon in the gathering darkness. The fate of two worlds, the future of their love, hung precariously in the balance. The final confrontation was a whirlwind of light and energy, a cosmic ballet of destruction and hope. The universe seemed to hold its breath as destinies collided in a spectacular display of power. Eva, piloting the Helios with a skill born of desperation, held off the attackers, her heart pounding in her chest. Every maneuver was a testament to her resolve. Every shot fired a declaration of her unyielding spirit. She was not just fighting for survival, but for a future where love and peace could thrive. Zila, a blazing inferno of green fire, faced down the leader of the rogue faction, his voice echoing with the combined will of those who believed in peace. His presence was a beacon of hope, a symbol of resistance against tyranny. The intensity of his flames mirrored the passion in his heart, a heart that beat for Eva and the dream they shared. And then silence. The battlefield, once a cacophony of chaos, now lay still. The stars resumed their eternal vigil, twinkling serenely as if to honor the bravery displayed. The Helios, battered but whole, limped away from the station, the Emerald Nebula shrinking behind them. Each scar on the ship told a story of their struggle, a testament to their resilience. The journey ahead was uncertain, but they had each other, and that was enough. Eva, her hand resting on the control panel, felt Zila's presence beside her, his energy warm and comforting. They had won. They had survived. In the quiet hum of the cockpit they found solace in each other's company, a silent promise of the adventures yet to come. Their love, forged in the heart of a galactic conspiracy, had bound them together, stronger than the vastness of space, brighter than 1 billion stars. It was a love that defied the odds, a love that would guide them through the darkest of times and the brightest of days. Together they were unstoppable, a force of nature that even the cosmos could not contain.